Hey guys, welcome back to the Creator Bloc podcast. I'm your host Elvis, or Elvislikesphotos, however you know me. But on this episode, we have a very special guest who has been in the filmmaking industry for over 10 years now. He goes by the name of AD, or AD Media Films, again, however you know him as. And with this episode, I'm super excited to share what he knows, especially being an early adopter in the digital filmmaking era. He's a director, designer, and just an overall creative who has so much knowledge, who's always willing to share it. And again, in the description, there is a timeline below with all the topics we discussed. And let's just get to it. Here's the podcast. So, AD, I'll come up with an intro before, so we'll just get into it.
Okay.
How are you, man?
I'm good.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I was on vacation. Well, let's call it a workation.
Workation?
I was away for a week. Out of the week, I worked one day, let's say, to Dominican Republic.
Yeah. In honesty, I don't know shit about you.
Come on, you can't say that. You know something.
I know, but I don't know. I've never took the time off to ask you about what exactly how'd you get into where you are right now, because seeing your work, I see how professional you are, and I see there's so much experience behind that, and I never understood exactly where that came from,
Well, it's a long story.
All right, so let's introduce people to yourself.
My name is Arismendi Merejo.
Oh, I didn't even know that, man.
Arismendi Merejo. I'm called AD Media Films. AD came from Aris Design, because when I used to live in Dominican Republic, I used to do graphic designs vinyl and stickers for cars and bikes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
15 years ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Then from there, I came over here, transitioned from that to graphic designs.
Oh, shit. Really?
I started doing flyers, designing flyers and stuff like that. Then I got a little camera because I wanted to have pictures. I wanted to make flyers with original pictures. So, for example, if I wanted to design a flyer for Henny Puro that had a concert, I will tell Henny. I will tell Henny, shout out to Henny. I will tell Henny, I'll do a photo shoot to you. I'll use those original pictures. Because before in Google, you will look for pictures of an artist if you're doing a flyer, and they were low res and they were nasty. They were terrible.
That only recently became okay.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted to make my stuff better. So I used to offer them, let me shoot and take pictures. And from there, I started creating a relationship with a lot of artists.
So before you got into art, what made you get into art in the first place, though? What made you get into graphic design?
I always used to like all that. I used to draw before everything.
And you grew up where? In the Dominican Republic?
I was in the Dominican Republic since I was 12 to 19 years old.
But you were born here?
I was born here.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But I grew up, basically learned about life and started working was in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so why did you guys move to Dominican Republic then?
Well, my family wanted to go, as they call retirada.
Yeah.
It's they just said, all right, we finished our term here in the United States. We worked, we saved, we got a house, we have some money saved, and we all left. But that was in a moment where I was growing.
Yeah,
so I got to a point where I said, I want to be independent, and I want to leave to the United States because I know I'm gonna have a better chance. And I started, working until I got the chance to come back. And then when I decided to come back home to New York, my mother was like, "You're not gonna go by yourself. You're 16, 17 years old." Yeah. So she came with me. Then I spent 3 months here. And then she got a place, and then I just started living with her and started working on an auto shop. Yeah. Doing graphic designs to cars.
Oh, so that's how it happened.
And doing the graphic designs for flyers. So there's where.
And then that's when the transition happened into photo and video.
Yeah, and then
inevitably.
I like the photos. I like taking the pictures, and then it got to a point where I saw when the time came with the Canon 7D.
And around what year was that? Roughly.
2013.
Yeah, because that's
14.
That's still when digital camera was
Yeah, then after that came the Canon 7D, right?
Yeah.
And that's the 5D came out with the recording. You used to record, and then the 7D came out, and I got a 7D immediately. That's when I said, oh, I could do videos with this. And I saw a friend doing music video with it, and it looked crazy. And I fell in love with that, and I started doing videos. and I let go everything else.
Really?
Well, not really, because after that I started doing the I kept doing pictures because I was doing a lot of MySpace layouts at that time. So I used to do the pictures for the MySpace, and I used to make money because I had clients coming, 3 or 4 clients every day to the house to do photo shoots.
Oh, really?
And set up the page, and I used to do the page with Flash and animations. The MySpace were crazy. I did so many MySpaces that, how can I say, like I was making so much money. I was going to Dominican Republic every 2 months on vacation because I had 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, and I was charging them $300. So in three little setups that I used to do in 3 hours was $900 quick.
So you've always kind of like done that, like have your own business, I guess, as far as I've known you.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you naturally have that in you, like the business aspect?
Yeah, I think it grew up on me like little by little. But now that I think about it, I used to work before. I used to be solo and just doing what I love. I used to work for a Sprint store here in the Bronx. Well, in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work as a sales rep for Sprint. And I had a boss that was crazy aggressive when it came to
like sales.
Business. Yeah. And I learned a lot from him. He was a little too aggressive, but that made me better.
Oh.
I learned from that.
Oh.
Yeah. And I implemented it, and it worked.
Into like your own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because I asked you before too, like how did you get your clients? And you said most of the time it's like referrals, like at this point at least, right?
Yeah, because it has been 80% referrals. Instagram works. I work a lot. I'm not posting much lately, but it has been mostly referrals from one video. Another person likes that video, and then referral. Because I always say this business is more about responsibility, and discipline, and that goes further than just your video that everybody saw. You know, it's more when somebody tells you, "No, go do it with him because you're never gonna have a problem. You're never gonna be late." But there's better talent, but then they delay the video. They spend 4 months without giving you your video, and then you're like, yo, I lost the momentum. So the way I work is, if we're going to do a project, I dedicate that week on your project. And then I go to the next project. So like that, I don't jump over stuff.
You don't bite more than you chew, I guess.
No, never.
Really?
That's really bad.
Yeah, because a lot of people try to do that and see if you could catch up, but I've always found that doesn't work.
That happens when you are focused on the money first.
And you're not focused on the project.
Focus on the project. The money comes anyway. Just make it happen.
So talk about when you first started doing music videos. Like, who were the artists that you've worked with that have blown up or something, or et cetera, et cetera?
Well, one of my first music videos was for a friend of mine that he was shooting a music video that day. This kid had this camera. It was a Panasonic P2. It's a little big handheld camera. But at the middle of the shoot, he said he had to leave and left the camera and left. And we thought something happened, but he left because he had to go to church. He left his camera. So what did I do? My instinct was, all right, let me see if I could do something because I have an idea of what to do. So I grabbed the camera and we shot the whole music video. When he came back, the video was done. And I gave it to a friend to edit because I didn't have the editing software and stuff like that. So we did a video there and it was dope. So my friends, then a group of friends, they're called like ANX. They're producers and there's artists inside that group, right? So they got together and said, listen, if I could take $20 and we could all put $20 each, you think we could do a, hold on. It's my where's the sound coming from? I'm busy right now in an interview. So there was a group of guys that they were, my friends, they were my brothers. And then they said, listen, if we take $20 each, they were like 12 in total, and you could do a photo shoot for us and a video. I'm like, dang, I never thought about the money. I'm like, whoa, so if those $20, you put them together, that's a couple of dollars. I'm like, yes, of course. So we did this photo shoot and we shot this video. And the video came out super dope. Inside that video...
You still have it?
We could look for it on YouTube. It's called Algún Día. Baby Boy, Johnny the Voice, LD, Mr. Chapa, Johnny, Poeta, Algún Día. That video, it was good, you know, it was a little home video, let's call it. Then from there, I started going, kept going. It was so many videos I've done, I don't even remember anymore. Now that I think about it.
Can you give like a rough estimate, like
of total videos?
Yeah. Because every time I see you, always working on a video, so it's just like,
let's say, like 500 videos. 500,
God damn.
500 to 600 music videos. 550 roughly.
So is that 500 hard drives? Because you say
no, nah, because I've been losing stuff and deleting. But if you think about 7 years, and then take 10 videos, from 10 to 15 videos in 7 years. How much is that? That's 10. That's 70. So it's not that close. Nah, I think it's probably like 100. Because 10. Let's say 10 years at 10 videos. That's 100.
So that's like your rate at that point.
No, I'm saying I think instead of 500, I went overboard. It's like more like 100 videos. 100 music videos. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Then there's more stuff. There's documentaries. There's vlogs. There's
okay. That makes sense. Sense.
But with the music videos.
The music. Who are some of your favorite artists that you work with?
Favorite artists? I worked with Don Omar.
How was that?
Yeah, it was an experience. You know, I went on tour with him and everything. I shot some stuff for him, documentaries, not music videos. We shot a music video, but it did not come out. He had a little legal problem with the other artist that was on the video, so it didn't come out. But that was a good one though.
And how did you get into contact with him then? Like how was that whole relationship?
The friends that I've been telling you, the circle of friends that I had, they were producing his album.
Oh.
And I was there. I was around. So everybody got from that cake, let's call it. So I did that. I designed the art, the cover, which is back there.
You still have it?
I'm setting a frame. Yeah, I'm setting like a nice frame because I did a couple of music CD covers.
Yeah.
So I'm setting that up. But we started from there. You know, he was producing his music at the studio, and I was right there. I took my computer, and I put it there, and I started doing whatever he said. Oh, I need a logo. I started designing I had an iMac. And I took it from home and I put it there. I said, I'm going to work in here with you.
That big ass iMac?
Yeah, and it was a 27-inch. And I said, listen, if I want to make it, I have to do something. So he was happy for me being there with him designing.
Yeah.
I brought my computer. Just started designing with him.
That's crazy. Like,
and that pushed me far.
To like go, that pushed you from there?
Because from there, everything changed. Right? Yeah, everything changed from there.
Really? Yo, that's crazy. Because like, Don Omar is like mad legendary.
And at that time, he was even bigger. That's when he released the video Danza Kuduro.
Yeah.
I had that video on my laptop for like 6 months before it came out. And one day he was in the studio. He's like, yo, you got the video that I downloaded on your computer? I'm like, I think so, it's there. Like, oh, thank God, because we couldn't find a copy. I'm like, oh, so it's there, upload it. And he uploaded that. But I had it 6 months before it came out. Look how big it is.
Did you document like anything from that time?
Well, we shot, it was me and another guy. We shot it On the Road, it's called. It was like his tour.
Oh, that's
it's called
thing. Okay.
Meet the Orphans on the Road. We went to Miami, New Orleans, LA, here in the United States, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic.
Because I think that's crazy, because you're right. Like when you have a close circle of friends that are just constantly like networking with each other, that's how it advances. Yeah. Like everything, you know?
Yeah, because, for example, they were producing, I was designing, there was another person doing his merch, and then everything came out of that group, you know? One of them had the opportunity to get him, and from there, everybody got something out of him.
Yo, that's fucking wild.
Until today, we've been working.
Still?
That was in 2010.
Did?
Yeah. Because the last thing I did was his album cover for the album that he released a couple of months ago.
Oh, shit.
And I designed it like a year ago, though. It was it takes time.
Yo, those are like, that's just crazy to me, though. Because it just kind of happens.
Yeah.
But you have to be really like prepared for that.
Yeah.
So what was your mindset going into that, though? Like what did you want to do at that point?
Well, at that point, that's what I really wanted.
Like music videos and everything?
Yeah, and it took me there. I got there, and I was doing the tour stuff, and it was cool because I was traveling. But my focus was more the music videos.
You wanted the music videos? Yeah. And that was like a gateway for that at that point?
Then I started doing it, and it kept going. I haven't stopped. ever since.
So you've been into like design. That's what led into like visual stuff. Like how would you consider yourself as a creative though? Like how would you define yourself?
As a creative, in what way specifically?
I guess like, what message would you want to portray, like through your work?
Man, that's a good question. Because everything has been changing so much. So every day, the way I think is different. Like right now, I'm happier being the person that I could be, like showing you something, helping you to do something. Like, for example, you wanted to set up. I want to light it up for you, dope. I want to make it look nice. I want to make it sound good. A friend of mine is editing and he's trying to figure out something out. I want to show him how to do it, so I want to give my experience to other people. I want to show, like I told you, you want to do a podcast, you could come to my office. If you would need to bring guests, you could do it. Ivan, he's like, I want to edit. There's a setup, edit, but let's keep working. Henny, he wants to do a music studio. If we have the space and I have the computer and all we need is a microphone, so let's get a microphone,
Cause I've always noticed that too. Because when I first started going to the studio, like that happened because I've met Lou and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you would always teach Lou how to do stuff, and you would always talk about that, like how much you teach him how to do everything.
Yeah, I do it that indirectly without knowing that I'm doing that. Because a lot of people, I have friends hit me up telling me that, like, yo, thank you. You showed me this. You showed me that, and that has developed something that I like to show. Like I have a friend in Miami. His name is Felix. He always hits me up and tells me, bro, thank you for showing me this. I have a friend now with me, around me. His name is Polanco. He's learning a lot of stuff. Cello. He has learned a lot of stuff. So, it's just, I like to show.
Like to educate people. And
exactly.
Stuff. Oh, that's interesting, man. That is interesting. So what are your current projects now then?
Right now, I'm working on a series, let's call it. I haven't decided if I want to make it a series or make it one whole long shot. But I think I already edited it and I divided it in 3. It's like a parody of Man in Black.
Oh yeah, you were showing me.
Yeah, it's just Man in Black, but in a funny way.
Yo, that was mad funny.
With a Latin concept.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm working on that. Let's see what happens with it. It's funny.
Yeah, I want to see until it comes out. How long have you been working on that then? Like how long has it been at this point?
Well, we shot most of the stuff in the summer, and I pre-edited it. And then I'm going to take over it again now. I have somebody doing some scores. And I'm just going to sit down and start playing with it to see if we could have something done by 2 more weeks. So I could release the trailer and try to put a date right there and just release 1 episode. And then next week, the next episode, and the next week, 3rd episode.
That's mad dope.
Because I want to do that, but I actually want to get that to get people interested on the project to see if we could get investors so we
to continue that series.
Yeah, so we can make it bigger. Because we did that out of our pockets.
Yeah.
And it was like 1 week of work. But, it's not that easy. When you have a whole group of people that work.
Scheduling, everything like that.
Yeah. And we have a lot of influencers, isn't it? They're all influencers. From Miami, from Panama, from here, from Dominican Republic.
And that's, you're directing it? That was...
Yeah, I directed. I wrote probably 70% of it too.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Huh. So, what keeps you motivated then? Like, what do you have planned for your future goals?
Well, what keeps me motivated right now is this office.
Yo, this office is so nice. So, in case anybody wants to see, it's like an L shape. And how many square feet is this?
I have no clue. I have no idea.
It's just nice. So anyone knows about the art factory, like in New Jersey, it's like a bunch of offices, but the main point is that you have access to the rest of the factory, which is like, I think 500,000 square feet, something like that. And you could build sets, and that's what most people do. And I think people from the industry, they know about the art factory.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
It's very known within the industry.
Yes, there is. I was actually shooting something a couple of days ago for the commissioner of the film industry in New Jersey, and specifically here in Patterson, New Jersey.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's some big ass dude. Let me rephrase that. He's some big person. He has power when it comes to that. He works more with the taxes, and to get you money, so that he could fund your film.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's wild.
So I'm working with that to see if we.
How do you meet those people?
Well, I was just shooting for the Art Factory, a little commercial, and
it just happened.
He was just there.
Oh wow,
And I actually I interviewed him, basically.
that's good.
So I got that there.
I think documenting is important, man. I think it's so important.
Me too. I think from the music videos, I want to transition to stuff like that, like documents and vlog. I'm actually working on my channel, vlogging and.
Yes, I've seen you vlogging more. It's good, man. It's
I'm
so
doing
good.
It's fun.
'Cause the thing is, like, it's not even that. Like, I just like seeing your whole creative process, like from scratch, and even behind the scenes of everything. Like, I think that's so key.
Yeah. It's fun. I just consider it fun, and now I like it more because I could go back and see what I did at that moment. You know, it's like a book of your life.
Yeah, I think that's very important, man. I think recently, like, I did like I just did like I guess like a memoir of like 2019, but I also did another one where I reflected upon my life and what I thought of it so far. And that's private. Like, I haven't showed anybody that.
Okay.
But I did that just like talking in front of a camera. I did that just so I could
See it 10
in
years later.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, I have something similar that.
It's so weird, man, right?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I have it. It's already like what, 5 years old. Give it another 5 years, because I said I'm gonna do this for 5 more years, full on. 2 more years, full on, and then after that, I'm gonna dedicate myself on something else, like my hobby. Like, I like cooking. I want to see if I could put a restaurant or something.
Yeah, I remember when we rented a house in LA. So
yes,
we went to LA and
we got to do that again.
We stayed in a house in Bel Air. Yeah, that was nice, man. That house was nice. You could see like over Dan Bilzerian's house. It was pretty cool.
It was right above it.
And you remember you were cooking.
Yeah,
like,
I did a couple of stuff. I did mango. I smashed mango. That's mashed plantains. I mashed it with a Bel Air. It was a Bel Air bottle. I mashed it with a bottle because the next day, it was early, and all I found was that to mash. So what I had to do was, I'm gonna send you the image so you can put it there.
Yo, that was mad funny because I remember you just wanting to cook everybody.
Yo, and everybody loved it. I think, I don't know if people were just lying, but everybody was happy with it. And I did my vegan plates, and I did my regular.
Oh yeah, because you had some.
Yeah, because
I don't know, man. I can't give up steak though. I think that's my number one thing. Like, just steak. Like, if they could figure out a way to substitute how that tastes.
The Impossible steak.
Yeah, if they have something like that, then I'll switch. You know, I'll convert. I'll be like,
I want to stop. I want to stop eating meat. I'm gonna do it little by little. Since I started going to the gym, I want to transition to eating better.
Like a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm tired of it. Sometimes I want more.
I think the number one thing I try to stop is like eating pork.
Yeah.
That's just nasty, man. Now you think about it.
Yeah, I don't order nothing that has to do with pork.
Chicken's pretty good, but not pork.
I like pork chops, but if I do it myself.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But if I go to a restaurant, I usually order skirt steak.
Yeah.
Or just chicken, straight up. And depends how the chicken too. Not all type of chicken. If it's guisao, like they call it, or I just like straight grilled chicken.
So you've always went into cooking, like you just kind of like it?
Yeah, because I used to live by myself since I was young.
Yeah.
And I used to call my mother and tell her, "How you do this?" She would tell me, "Okay." And then I didn't call her anymore because I noticed that everything was like a template. And then I started doing my own stuff, and it started coming out good. And everybody loves it. Loves what I make, and I just love it. Yeah.
I think it's interesting when people get into hobbies like that. Like how you said cooking, that happened because you were by yourself and then you were hungry, so you need to eat. And then it just kind of happened like that.
It just happened, and it just stays there. Like, you can ask the boy, Ivan, right there. He always tells me, when are we going to do the bacon wrap? I do it's chicken, stripped chicken with yellow plantains and wrapped with bacon.
Yo, he's already looking.
Y'all making it?
No, we're talking about
make that.
it.
Oh, y'all said slime. Oh, my fault. I was.
Oh.
Perfect right now.
Yes,
Yo.
right?
I wish you could have zoomed into your face, man.
Yeah, we got this light.
Yo, pop in real quick.
Come here.
I thought, I was like, what's going on right there?
You got my boy Ivan.
Look, I'm excited. I was like, yo, what's going on? They mentioned his chicken wrap with the bacon. I was like, they making it? That would be fire right now.
Yeah. We should.
You have a full ass beard, man.
Camera's over there.
This is dope. Who's next?
You?
All right.
Yeah.
I surprised him today.
Oh,
I mean, I surprised him
I
yesterday.
didn't want to cry right now. I didn't know.
Stay right there so I can tell him. Yeah, he had an accident like 2 months ago on his bike, and he hit a pole straight on.
Oh,
Bent his yeah, he's good now. He bent the suspension of the bike. Luckily, he had a helmet on, so the helmet hit the pole and slide and just hit him right there and just broke it. What did it do? It cracked it or broke it? Ivan, do you crack your bone? What was it?
Broke.
Your clavicle broke.
it broke. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Since he hit the pole so hard, so I was there. I saw it. It was funny because he's in the floor and I'm like, you want me to document this? You want me to document this? He's like, yo. I'm like, can you move? He's like, yes. I'm like, you good then? Yes. All right. So you want me to document it? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Now he's in the floor and I'm here recording him. Recording the bike.
Yo.
So his frame bent. It was not easy to get fixed.
Yeah.
So I sent an email to the bike company. And they emailed me back like a month later, and then they told me they were gonna help me with that. And then a month later, they hit me up with I got a frame. I'm like, all right, how much? Send it. So they sent it. And yesterday, I took his bike, went to his house, got the keys of his house while he was in an event of my girlfriend that she had like a makeup event. Took the keys, went to his house, got the bike out, took the bike to a shop, fixed it, and took the bike to the event. And I surprised him. That's gonna be a video that I'm gonna edit today.
You're gonna catch him crying?
We did, and I had 4 people tell me he's gonna cry, and they guessed right.
Ivan.
He did.
Yo.
So going back to cooking. So yeah, I love cooking.
Oh my god. Hold on, I'm gonna take a quick pause because ASMR. I almost choked, man. Wait, how did that sound on your end?
That was too much.
I'm gonna keep that, yo. All right.
There you go. You got some ASMR. You got an interview. You got a podcast. You got a lot of stuff going on. You got a story.
Yeah, I want to talk about like when you first started like everything. Where did you actually picture yourself? Is it how it was? How is it? How it is right now?
Not even close. I just started going with the flow. I didn't see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
I just started going and growing every day. And I haven't stopped, Yeah. Because every day something new comes out. And I just go for it. I try to update myself. I study a lot. I watch a lot of YouTube. Like I learn from YouTube. YouTube is my school.
YouTube University, man.
That's
a thing, yo. That's a thing.
It's real.
Yeah, it is real.
It works. I've learned 80% of the stuff, plus my experience. I have years doing this. And if you shoot every day, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. I mean, how old are you?
35.
35.
We'll be 36 in a month.
Age you well, man. And when did you start doing video again?
Like 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
So 25?
Probably earlier, actually. 23.
23. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now that I think about it.
Because that's young, man. 23. And like people are like now, people are stressing that they're like 25 and stuff like that. Not figuring shit out. How did you feel at 23, 25, trying to figure things out?
Well, let's say I had a job. I was a supervisor for circular distribution. Those little bags that come with a whole bunch of flyers.
Yeah.
And they drop them in the houses and buildings. My job was to supervise this van that delivers them because you don't want them to come and drop the big bag and throw it in the garbage and not deliver it.
Yeah.
But I got fired from there because I had a laptop with me.
Yeah.
And I would be editing on my laptop or
like while working.
And designing and just parked where I'll find the Wi-Fi, and the guys would just do their work, and the supervisor would just come and find me like on the car and like, yo, well, you're not supervising them. So so I got caught a couple of times and I got fired, right?
Yeah. How old were you there? Just as time?
Yeah, that was a 23, 21, 20, 22, 23. And I got fired. So I started collecting after that for 2 years.
What the hell? Why 2 years?
I don't remember. I just went with it. kept going.
2 years?
It was a long time. It was more than a year. And
How? Did you have kids?
No.
How?
I didn't.
School? Nothing?
Nope. I just used to work.
Don't tell the IRS that.
Hmm?
Don't tell the IRS that.
Stop. Okay.
What the? Alright, besides that point,
So then I got fired, and I started collecting, and I had more time now to do what I want. That's when I was doing the MySpace stuff. So I was collecting every week, and I
Then
was
plus
doing
getting that.
the MySpace thing. And I was working so much that I didn't have time to do anything else but just work and gather money, and started buying gear. Then I had a little girlfriend in DR, and I used to travel every 2 months. So that was
In DR?
that wasn't the right thing to do. And then after that, I just started focusing on really working and doing the music videos, and kept going. But
And
I
that's
didn't have a straight line of where I wanted to go.
It
I was
just
just
kinda-
going.
Yeah, because you said MySpace. I mean, MySpace died like pretty soon after it came out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I guess you just saw the next opportunity.
And just exactly. Since I was keeping myself updated.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
Okay.
I was always keeping myself updated, and that helped a lot.
Just kind of going.
Mm-hmm. So I officially landed into doing just music videos.
And then that's what you wanted to do anyway.
Yeah, actually, I used to take pictures and be like, what I really want to do is videos, and I end up doing them.
So I guess now then, going back to like, what do you want to portray? Like from here going forward, do you have a plan set for yourself?
Not yet.
You're just still kind of
I'm
like,
just going,
yeah.
but I'm trying. Since I'm doing the music videos, right? But I'm actually stepping into the short films, the series, the documentaries.
So you're expanding. You're just expanding your creativity.
Expanding, and then now I'm gathering a crew. You know, I'm having more people around me that like the same thing that I do.
Yeah.
So I show them, and we grow together, and we do everything together.
Like just as a creative though, not necessarily just film though.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's crazy. That's interesting to know because, like, to me, like, you seem very organized already, you know?
Mhm.
Like, you have everything, like how you said, you're disciplined, you know how
Mhm.
everything works.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like not much goes wrong whenever you're trying to plan something.
That's how it looks. That's how it looks.
But to begin with, like, but would
I've
you
learned
say,
how to keep it together.
but would you say, like, you can now, at least?
Yeah, of course, I can.
That's what I want to ask, like, what was your plan, like, going forward? And you're expanding, so that's, I feel like to a lot of people that's comforting because even someone who, like, based on your success,
Mm-hmm.
you're still expanding because you want to keep learning.
Yeah, of course. And I don't have a limit. I want to learn.
Yeah.
As much as I want to learn, I want to show too. But I'm expanding, and I want to go into the movies. I want to go into the shorts. Like, for example, yesterday I spoke to someone that's in charge of the Dominican Film Festival.
Yeah.
And he was telling me when it's going to be done and when is his deadline to submit. I'm interested in doing something, you know, for that. Besides the Man in Black stuff.
Hold up. This shit got focus. All right, my fault. So Dominican Film Festival.
Yeah, so the Dominican Film Festival, he gave me the date when we're supposed to submit. So I'm thinking, what should I create? You know, see if I could get that little name in there so I could start showing myself in the film
Showing your own
festival.
work.
Because I've been very low profile.
You have been mad low key, man. Like I said, like I haven't seen, like you express yourself, and I know you can.
Mm-hmm.
But you've been focused on like work, you know.
Yeah, I work more than I should be going out. I should be doing way more networking. I have to do that, you know, and that's something that I have to start doing.
I think it's important. I think having connections.
It is important. It's not you think it is.
It is, right?
Yeah, because a lot of things that I've got has been doing that, and then I do it, get comfortable, and then I stop, and I have to do that a lot more. But every time I do it, something good comes out of it. So that means if I could keep doing it, why not?
So you're kind of following like your gut feeling, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Like, you could say.
Do you have like an end kind of goal though? Like, where do you see yourself? I guess, like not necessarily the details, but like, I guess your values. Like, what do you?
My goal is to have like this big warehouse, and just have sets
Bunch of sets
for everyone to go create, and just me walk into the set. You fix this here. Walk into the set. Yeah, this looks better. Walk to the other set. Change that, and just help everyone. That'd be great, right?
You saw Tyler Perry just built his like big ass studio sets. Yo, that's wild, man.
A lot of YouTubers are creating that. They're getting their bigger spaces.
That's wild. Because Tyler Perry, that studio is I think it's bigger than like Disney studios and stuff. It's like the biggest studio. Yeah, he has like 10 different like sound stations.
Yeah,
He named after like famous like black people,
Yeah.
like Will Smith, Oprah Winfrey. Hit a big opening. That was crazy, man. I was just like, yo, that's interesting because he was like broke as hell from the very beginning too.
Yeah. That's what you never know where you're gonna be at. One day you're here, and if you focus on what exactly you want, you get it. Whatever you want, you could get. He wanted that, he did it. But yeah, we gotta start doing something.
Hell yeah,
I
man.
have something, but I can't say yet.
You keep it private. Maybe by the time it releases, is it gonna be released anytime soon?
No, because I'm working on it.
Oh shit. Okay. Then yeah, don't say nothing. All right.
Yeah,
So
that's something that I keep everything private until it happens.
is that like an advice that you would give people to?
Yes. Just whatever you want to do it without talking too much. Just do it. And then when you have, let's say, this phone, I'm creating this phone. Be quiet.
That makes so much sense, though.
The phone is here and it's done. Now talk about it.
That makes so much sense because then you talk about it, you kind of take away from actually doing it.
There's always somebody gonna say something. Somebody's gonna give you an opinion. You don't want to hear none of that. You go and focus straight on what you want. Then later we adjust it. After you have the solution done.
I guess from here now forward, like, who would you like to actually work with? Like, is there anybody you're looking forward to working with soon?
Yeah, I would like to work with these artists like Bad Bunny, Nati Natasha, which I did a video for her.
Really?
Yeah, but that's the video that I mentioned that couldn't come out for legal reasons. So we worked on the video in Europe. We shot it. But now, like, shooting, she's another artist. She's under another label, so it's something different. But I would like to do something.
But you still have that video then, right?
I have, yeah. I think I have it.
Really?
I should have.
Yeah, that's wild. I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll show you. Bad Bunny, J Balvin, Maluma, like these Latin artists. In the American community, I wanted to work with Pop Smoke. I actually had a meeting with his.
That's unfortunate, man. That's so scary how that happened.
Tell me about it. I had a meeting with his engineer and Lou.
Yeah,
we're gonna come over, and then now that happens. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, he was telling me about that he knew the person who did engineering stuff for his audio.
Yeah, they were together. I actually FaceTimed with him. With even though people don't like much, 69. I would like to do like something dope for him.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
I used to watch his videos and be like, yo, but he could get something way better.
He could. But yeah, I know what you mean though. It's,
Like I wish I could get his stuff and let me do something, you know?
Yeah.
Who else, man? Will Smith. I would like to work with Will Smith, Denzel Washington.
Like making a film?
Yeah, like creating something with them.
So I feel like as a creative, like in general, we have so many ideas, you know. There's just so much going on.
All day.
So how do you pick one?
Depends on the moment. It depends on the mood, the moment, what's going on around you. Because sometimes you get so many ideas, but at the same time they just fly right by you. You don't grab them.
Yeah, literally. It's like a dream. It's like you wake up and then if you don't write it down,
that's when you have to be focused. Because when you focus, you could grab that, let's say. But if you're just letting all this fly around you and you don't have time to catch it, you know. So if you focus, you could and think and look at your surroundings.
So what's your process then when you come up with an idea? Like what's your, I guess, routine for that?
Every time is different. Right now we could be shooting this and I could be talking to you about something and thinking about something else and using that as I could use this for something, I could use that for something else in another day, you know? Like we could just talk now, but I'm thinking of how this setup and how we could create something in a film that has to do with a setup like this, let's say. And I just put it away, save it in my little archive. But ideas just come randomly.
Are you good with your memory, or do you have to write things down?
I'm good with the memory. Well, I think I'm not that good lately. I have to think. I think
Yeah, I'm so bad with memory, man.
Lately, I've been losing my mind a lot. Like I've been forgetting so many things, and my girlfriend be telling me that I'm like, what? When was that? I don't remember.
Zoning out too much.
Because I'm the type of person that if there's something that is not that interesting, I delete it. I know how to delete things, and I forget immediately.
So when your wife tells you something is not interesting.
No, like she reminds me. If she reminds me, oh my god! If she reminds me of, let's say, if she reminds me, oh, you remember the day we went and ate this egg yolk at this location? And it wasn't that good, so I don't remember. And that's how I delete people too. Trouble. Mm-hmm. No, but you ain't gonna get me in trouble. But yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, man, I have to write things down. I feel like I'm not good at memory,
saving,
to be honest. Yeah,
you need an external hard drive.
I probably do. Yeah, because I think the best way I do is like I just speak into it. Like I make a video or I make a memo, because then when I write, I can't write fast enough.
Faster as the way you think.
Yeah, and then when I type, I skip words because the same thing. But my writing's pretty horrible too, so it's not even gonna work out. So like that's why I try to speak it,
and then you record it,
and then I record it.
I think I'm gonna start doing that.
So
I just don't like to hear myself.
Yo, I don't know how I got used to my own voice, but I used to hate my voice too.
I think I heard you say that in a story.
I used to always hate my voice. Like I listen to it, like because when you hear yourself, naturally your jawbone and everything vibrates, so you naturally hear yourself deeper. Like that's just physics and everything. But then when you hear it on camera, you're just like, what the fuck?
It sounds, what the hell? That's me. Because I know I have a style of speaking. I speak like slowly.
You speak soft and very accurate.
And then I don't see that. But when I hear myself, or when people try to mock me, it's like, why you mock me like that? And then I figured it's just, I do talk like that. For real.
Yeah, because that's how I see it. Like you're very soft spoken. You're not like eccentric like that. Some people are very eccentric.
Yeah.
But you're very soft spoken, and it's very careful on when you choose your words. You're not just saying random things. Because I use a lot of filler words, and I'm trying to really stop that.
Yeah.
That's also why when I look at the podcasts, I always review it, and I pay attention to my speech. Because now I know I could take pauses. I don't have to just fill it in with words.
Yeah, exactly. You could pause. You could say the word and leave some space for anything. So
when speaking in public, do you get afraid to speak in public?
I'm not a speaker. I'm a shy person. To be honest.
Yeah.
That's why I think I
can see that.
I have to fix that, because I have to do some more networking, and that's part of it.
What is it about that? Like, kind of, I guess you're just not used to it.
I don't know. It's just natural, because I'm a quiet person.
Yeah.
I don't talk a lot. I'm just quiet. I like peace. I don't like to be surrounded by so many people. I don't know. It's weird, but.
Like intimacy, like you're introverted, so like you like your alone time.
Yeah, and then when it comes to speaking, it's the same way. Like once I was gonna speak for something for Brianna.
Yeah.
And they didn't have no mics, so it was like, damn, I have to speak out loud, and I didn't feel comfortable, and I just left. I know it wasn't the right thing, but I left.
Yo, I remember she mentioned that.
I know she probably was upset. But I'm sorry, Bree. I love you though.
Yo, Bree. I remember that day because she's just like, what happened to AD? And I'm just like, I think I just saw him walk out. And she's just like, what? She's like, he's supposed to go next.
No. Damn.
And that's what happened though.
But if it was now, I would have done it.
Yeah.
Things have changed. Things have changed. Yeah.
No, but I feel like that. I mean, that's okay. That's 100. That happens and stuff. Because I feel like you don't want to get into that kind of zone. But the thing is, I figured out it happened one high school, one high school presentation. Prior to that, I think I'm an introvert, but I try not to be a shy person. I used to always skip the grades. Like I'm just like, if I could get a 0 for presenting just points off or something, I just won't present, I'm just not gonna do it. Like that's not in me. And I think this one presentation I had, it was like a project, and I've mentioned it before, but I think it was about a band, like the Rolling Stones. And that's when I started listening to them like continuously. So I was just like, we have to present a band. I picked the Rolling Stones.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I got to talk about them. So because I was actually interested in it, and I try not to actually write slides, like words in general, just keywords. And because of that, it just triggered me because I have bad memory. So so once I read that, I'm like, oh, okay, now I know my thought process because of that. And I treat the audience like as a person, like one person. And I think that's what helped me.
Yeah.
Like just speaking about what you know. Like right now, you're speaking about what you know. It's your own life,
Yeah, it's easy. Because we're talking one-to-one. If it was a group of people, then I would have to do that, use that as just talking to one.
Yeah, it would have been the same thing though. Like just like you're literally speaking to a crowd.
Yeah.
So it's talking about yourself though, because it's about something you know. You're not bullshitting it.
Yeah.
When you're bullshitting it, then you get nervous.
Exactly.
That's when that happens.
Yeah, because when you're not saying the truth or talking too much of what it is, then you have to act the same accordingly.
Yeah. It just kind of gets all over the place. So, what would you say inspires you?
What inspires me?
Yeah.
Man. Hold on.
Yeah, you're good, man. Don't worry.
I'm in an interview right now. No, I'm getting interviewed. That's one of my guys. So what inspires me? Damn, bro. Like, for example, movies. I've been watching since every time I go to the movies.
I love movies,
I get
man.
inspired. I walk inspired.
I know, man. It's like it's overwhelming.
And the thing is, you see these movies and you see the quality, and you be like, "Wow, why I can't get that quality, right?"
Yeah.
But then I did a commercial in Dominican Republic for it was a motorcycle commercial.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was short, and I shot it and I saw it in the movie theaters, and I saw
Really? It was there.
Yeah, they did it as a preview.
Oh shit!
Before, like the trailers, they put
In
over
DR?
there. They put like an ad.
In DR?
They do ads and then they do trailers, and they put that trailer in between it. I wasn't expecting it, and when I saw it in that big screen, it looked exactly how I see movies, and I'm like, what? I did that.
Yo,
With
that's
my
wild.
hands. It looks crazy. So that means we could do that. We just don't see it because we're watching it on your phone. We're watching it.
Yeah.
But when you watch that,
Like on a big
those
screen.
cameras, put them on those big screens, and they look.
Yeah, I mean, you got the red and the black magic, so you're good, man.
There's tools. Those are tools.
Yeah.
You could we got a phone. We could do it with
Yo,
anything.
seriously, I use my phone like literally for 50% of my vlogs.
And it works.
It works.
Yeah.
Nobody notices it, and I'm just like, that's the point, Like
You
people.
saw the vlog, my vlog that I'm gonna release
Yeah.
today, right? That was 50% of it on the phone.
Yeah, that's just good, man.
When you asked me what you shot it with, and it was actually 50%
Yeah, it
on my
doesn't
phone.
even matter, yo. Like, I feel people put so much thought into that. It's literally like once I figured out that my camera's a tool, and it wasn't attached to me, then the world just got opened up with like possibilities.
Yeah, it's endless. You could do whatever with your phone, man. People be like, I had this conversation with my girlfriend where she's like, I want to start my YouTube channel. She does makeup and this, and I'm telling her, all right, but what you need? And she's like, I need a good camera. I'm like, why? Yeah, because if not, I don't think I'll be able to do it. I'm like, you start with your phone. Then if you want a better camera,
You know when you want a better
know
camera.
you're gonna want a better camera. You're
That's-
gonna know
that's
what
literally what I
camera
tell
you're gonna
everybody.
want.
Yeah.
Because that's you're gonna get to a point where like, all right, this
agree.
camera's good, but I think I need a camera that does more resolution, or I need a camera that does
A certain focal length or something,
Exactly.
et cetera, et cetera. That's what I tell everybody too when they get kit lenses. They're just like, what lens should I get? I'm just like, you'll know. To be honest,
I get that question asked all the time on my DM.
like you'll
What
know.
lens I need? I'm like, I don't know what lens you need because I don't know what you want to do. This lens is for anything.
It's a tool. Literally, like you said, it's a tool.
Yeah. So there could. What's
my-
the best lens I need?
This shoots 120 and then shoots 4K like in 60 frames. My camera only shoots 1080, yo.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even. This shoots better than my camera
And you
itself.
can put it next to each other, and you could probably not even notice it. Maybe in the shadows.
Just the focus, like that's about it. And
Yeah.
dynamic range, but that's about
It
it.
depends on the lens you put on the camera too. But if you know how to match it in color,
Literally, it's not. You don't tell the difference at all.
you could do whatever. Yeah. So what else
Mo-
we got?
Movies definitely inspire me though.
Mm-hmm.
Like when
wanna
I come
go-
out of there. That's
Oh.
like I love watching movies, man. Like I like going to the theaters all the time.
Me too. I want to go this week to go see Sonic.
Yo,
I gotta go see.
did you see the pre like
the pre-preview?
yeah.
Yeah, before they started criticizing.
Yo,
it?
that was
Yeah.
mad ugly.
Yes. They got hit hard, but
Yeah.
I guess they came back with a good job.
I saw like an article saying that it was still early in the process that they literally had to redo the whole thing like from scratch again.
The movie,
Yeah, because of that.
I bet.
Because they got hit. Yeah, they got hit hard, man.
But
I don't
they-
know whose idea was
They
that.
went to work
but
and they did it.
I want to see it too. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna see this week. I want to also go see Bloodshot.
Bloodshot, what's that?
You gotta watch the trailer. Bloodshot from Vin Diesel. You want to see it?
Vin Diesel? Yeah, I forgot he makes movies.
You want to see that preview?
Yeah, I'll see it.
We could do a reaction like right now. Like you're gonna go crazy.
Bloodshot.
You got 24 minutes.
I'm not connected to your Wi-Fi, man.
I got service from Optimum. We pay monthly.
How much is that? What'd you get? 10 gig bit?
Well, I'm getting 300 megabytes download.
What's the upload speed?
Upload is like 300. It's 300 or something like that.
Nah, really?
Yeah.
That's expensive though.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh, wait. Like that? 2 2s?
Every number, just the last number 3 times. I don't want to say my password.
I think you kind of guess it though, to be honest, at this point.
Yeah, I know. Be people connecting downstairs.
do, 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 do.
And initiate sequence.
This is crazy.
Gina, I'm home.
Gina.
It comes out on my birthday.
Really?
What is this place? I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but you got yourself killed.
Oh.
Or as a team, we rebuild the most important assets in the U.S. military. Soldiers like yourself.
This plays a tough guy.
First, who we've successfully managed to bring back.
It's because he's bald.
Enhanced. With the technology in your veins, you have an army inside you that will not only make you
The effects are crazy.
feel you instantly.
Actually, yeah, nah. Some CGIs are pretty bad, but this is actually really good.
Do you remember anything?
Where are you going?
I got unfinished business.
The iconic voice, man.
Man who murdered my wife and killed her.
Oh, shit. Wolverine? Oh, wow. No, you're right. It actually looks really good.
All right,
So his face came back
Oh, wow.
and they shut him down.
And initiate sequence.
Everything goes back again.
Okay. Who is the next target for elimination?
Is that Final Cut?
Tell me, do you remember anything?
Do I know you guys?
I don't think so.
Oh, so they're kind of resetting. Oh,
I
shit.
guess I got to do a mission a couple of times or something.
What you think is real. Sometimes I. And initiate sequence.
Oh. Oh, okay. That's like an Inception kind of mix thing.
I love that type of stuff.
Oh. Yeah, Inception was trippy, man.
Sure about that? Revenge is what makes a man like you exceptional.
You know
Oh.
nothing about men like me. That is absolutely fantastic.
How's he have a British accent?
I feel like I just read this. Are they playing this on repeat?
Oh, you're right. No, yeah, the effects actually look good with that.
Bro, that movie is crazy.
Oh, I forgot Vin Diesel's Too Fast, Too Furious. No,
No, well, Fast 9 is coming out in May.
oh, is it really? Damn, man.
May
Yo, they're making so
22nd.
much money off of that shit. That's wild.
Yeah, and then supposedly the 10 and 11 is going to be like 2 movies in one.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. Hold on, we're gonna quick pause. All right, AD. So, when I made Creator's Block, it was because I actually had a Creator's Block. You, as a creative, how do you
Block,
get over
as
that?
in block?
Yeah, like you're just can't think of anything.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you get over that? And what was the last time you had it?
How I get over it, man? When I have that creative block, I do what I like to do as a hobby. That's when I start cooking. Now I start going to gym, and it works a lot. I go distract myself.
Yo, that's the New York siren. That's
I
wild.
know.
All right.
It's crazy. But I do different things. That's when for example, that's how I got into the Man in Black short film and stuff like that, because I was getting too many blocks on the music video side. And then doing this type of content is different. It's totally a different thing. So it's like, okay, I'm doing something different. So that makes my mind work differently. And that's how I get out of it.
But do you ever take pauses, or you just move on to one thing? Like
I take vacations.
That makes sense.
I take vacations. Pauses, I go away. Usually I try to go away, or I go to my country, or I go to LA like we did. Try to go to Miami. Like I want to do that. I want to go to LA now in March.
I want to go to LA. Lou's gonna still go. He was inviting me.
He mentioned it to me, but I think the dates he mentioned.
It might not work
the
out.
dates are perfect actually, because I think it's the 12th.
He was mentioning that you were gonna go too, and I was like, oh fuck. I was like,
I think I am.
Nah, I'm
But then-
tight, man.
The thing is, he called me, and I had him on FaceTime in front of my girlfriend. So he was a little too happy, and it felt like we was gonna go crazy in there. So now I got to be careful and be like, listen,
It's not like that.
yeah. And she knows how I am, because
Yeah,
I'm,
no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was there. All we did was just create and eat.
Yeah.
We didn't do much. We didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Just create. You did less, because at least some of them smoke, and some of them you didn't even smoke.
I don't even smoke.
Exactly.
I don't even drink, to be
And
honest.
being in LA,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I've gone through that. That's why I tried it like early before high school. So then now I don't even.
Doesn't even matter.
It doesn't faze me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So lastly, man, what advice would you give to people like wanting to get into film?
Wanting to get into film? My advice is very, very simple. Is you want to do film, or you want to, whatever it has to do with filming. Grab your phone if that's what you have. If you have a camera, grab your camera. Whatever you have, and shoot, edit, repeat. Shoot, edit, repeat. You're going to learn from it. If you want to shoot something with flowers, shoot the flower, get some nice angles, edit it, and then repeat it again. Shoot the flowers now in a different style, edit it in a different style, and repeat. You want to shoot a little music video, tell somebody to give you, you're an artist, you're growing. Let me grab your song, let's do a little music video, let's put it together. Organize more. Organization is more important than just shooting the video. Pre-production, that's what it's called. If you do the better pre-production, you focus on the pre-production, the video's gonna be super easy. If you organize everything from the beginning. Now, if you have like the script, and you don't have to go 100% with, you wrote the camera has to tilt down 25 degrees on this shot. But when you're there and you have to tilt the camera 25 degrees, but then the background doesn't work with you and you got to tilt it 45, do it. It doesn't have to be mandatory now because you wrote it. And that's it. Just go and just do it. Just go out, shoot, repeat it, edit.
When you learned, it was mostly just trial and error, or you like a little bit of mix of both? Were you
both? Because I was so lucky blessed because I was working, but I was getting paid. So I was basically it became a career because I used to do a lot, and then everybody was paying me.
That's wild. Because you're right, that business part like really came in hand with that.
Yeah, it worked, and that's it. Once I started getting money out of it. Like, well, this is a business now because I'm not working. I'm not doing nothing else but focused on this. And I was offering a service that, I was doing what you wanted and I was giving your turnaround quick. That was really good.
And you definitely been into it like early on too, like still.
Yeah.
Like digital filmmaking.
Yeah.
Like
I
got into it early.
Yeah, I basically got into it right in the moment. That started everything because that's when the 7D came out. That's when the digital format of
and that's when everything started.
DSLRs.
Because now like everybody could kind of do it, but then the people like you are more established. That's who people tend to go to.
Yeah, because we've been doing this for a while. And, I have a portfolio, and people talk. So if you're not responsible, people are gonna say, "No, don't waste your time. He's gonna give you a hard time. He's gonna take your money. He's gonna be late. He's gonna whatever." But when you have this impeccable background.
Yeah.
They just gonna go with him, eyes closed.
Yeah.
There's clients that I ask for a 50% deposit, and they're like, here, I'll send you all the money. So like that, I don't have to worry about it.
Because they know.
trust.
They know. Yeah.
That makes me feel better than anything else.
Do you do your own business, like taxes, everything like that, or you have somebody else?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Man.
Yeah, well, I have somebody for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is LG. He does that.
Anyways, AD, man, thank you. I
No,
appreciate
thank
you, man. Let everybody know where to follow you. AD Media.
Yeah, everywhere. AD Media Films, Instagram, Snapchat,
You got TikTok now, right?
YouTube. Yeah, YouTube, TikTok, Bits. I think I.
Oh, it's like Byte or something like that.
Let me see. I forgot. But
Yeah, I downloaded it, but
everywhere you go, if there's a social media,
Byte, yeah.
Byte, yeah, AD Media Films.
You got lucky with that.
The only thing that's not AD Media Films is my PlayStation. My PSN is Aris Design, ARIS Design.
You know what I do?
want to play some Call of Duty.
When I put like a gamer tag or something, I put Elvis Likes Games.
Elvis likes games.
Yeah.
So if it's a game, because it's games.
Yeah.
If it's videos,
It's Elvis likes photos or videos. Yeah. That's all. It just goes in hand like
Elvis
that.
likes cameras.
Yeah, literally, it's just gonna be like that. Like if education, Elvis likes education. Elvis
Yeah.
likes finance.
That's like me. That's why I put AD before it was AD Media. It was Adi's Design, right?
Yeah.
And then I made it AD, which is Adi's and Design. But then I put media because I thought of media as in a general
Like
thing.
a whole.
Yeah, it wasn't just music videos. So it wasn't gonna be AD media, AD film.
I think AD Media works perfect though, because like it could literally play on so many things.
Yeah, it's advertising.
Yeah.
AD media, it has to do with all types of media. AD media is myself.
Anyways, appreciate you, man. This is
Thank you.
Elvis. Elvis likes photos, like in virtually everything. And thank you again for the Creators Bloc podcast.
You're welcome. That was the
Appreciate you,
chair,
man.
right?
Huh?
That was the chair? Because I
What?
heard the chair making
Yeah, that was,
weird noise.
I don't know. Maybe it might have been me.
It was the chair fart.
Hopefully. Yeah, I'm surprised that asbestos didn't fall on my cup.
That's not asbestos.
I don't know, man. That should look like asbestos.
No, it's just the wall that I scraped it. And if you see it back there, it's full of.
And it went to all that shit.
Yeah, I
That's
guess it was
OD.
right under it.